Alright, so nothing has changed on the Ranger since you guys have seen it last, which was pretty much like November-ish of 2020, and yeah, it's been 5, maybe 6 months since I have worked on this. One thing I definitely need to fix, I talked about it over a year ago actually, was this leaking axle seal. Yeah, that's on my agenda. That won't be a video or anything like that, but I've got to fix that. Okay, I don't know if you could see it, but see my body bushing there? Yeah, it looks like a dog poo crammed into a pancake mold and then thrown on the truck. Yeah, whenever I built the Exo, I didn't think like 10 steps forward about those body mount bushings, and the issue I'm running into now is they've deteriorated and cracked and flattened themselves so much. My cab is actually floating around underneath the Exo, which is not good. It's beaten up parts of the cab. It's a really close tolerance Exo. I built it that way because that's kind of the only way you can make an Exo look good. But the way that I built the Exo, I cannot fix those without cutting off the Exo, which is a horrible situation to be in. When I built this Exo back in 2017, I didn't really predict what my truck would be capable of doing today with the suspension in terms of the higher speed desert stuff. I've mainly designed the Exo to take a slow flop or a very slow rollover doing rock crawling. If I cartwheel this thing at like 60-70 miles an hour in the dirt, that Exo is not designed for that, and that needs to be addressed. I need to fix some of the safety issues with the cage. I need to make it better. I want to replace the body mount bushings, and there's also it's like an 1.5 inch body lift that I put on this thing when I was 18 and poor and couldn't afford a real lift. So I need to delete that as well, which is going to cause other issues, called the snowball effect, as we all know. Step 1, I have to cut off the Exo. So step 2 will be to fix my body mounts. I'm going to delete the body lift, build new body mount bushings myself. Well, they're not going to be a bushing, it's just going to be a solid mount, and then remount the cab. When I do that, I'm going to have to adjust the front end, lower the radiator, fix a couple of those other clearance spots, but the cab will be lower, center of gravity will be lower. It will be an all-around much better design. I wish I would have done that like 4 years ago when I built the Exo, but again, I wasn't thinking that far ahead. Live and learn, I guess. So I told myself, you know, once I cut this thing off, it's going to be off. And there's a picture of my truck that I absolutely love from right when I first did a solid axle swap on it, and I love the way it looks like that, and I'm going to go with an internal cage. At the beginning of this year, I actually bought an internal roll cage. It's like a race spec cage from this company called TE Designs. I'm going to do a full video putting this thing in, but it's all pre-bent, pre-notched, made up in the computer. It fits extremely tight to the body on the inside, which I really like, and it has 2-inch primaries, which is not something I have the capability to do myself. I would have to possibly upgrade my bender just to get a bigger, be able to bend a 2-inch tube. I would love to spend the summer, you know, cutting and bending my own cage and doing it exactly how I want, but this cage pretty much fits exactly how I would build it anyway. So we're gonna go with that route. Actually, I've had to buy 2, because the first one I bought, I threw in my shed in January when I got it, and then my shed burned down, of course, spontaneously. No one knows what happened. And I had to trash that whole cage because it got so hot, you know, it was melting aluminum around it, and that cage was compromised, and I can't trust a fire-burned cage. It's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be a lot of fun. 10 steps backwards, not much forwards. I have a sickness, I can't help it, but it's time to start cutting.
Coming, but I'm prepared. I'll be gone for a while, but don't be scared. Right now, I don't know if I'll ever arrive.
Once the cage was cut out, I started making the solid body mounts. I could have bought some new ones off the shelf, but they were expensive. So instead, I spent about $200 on a portaband, and I started making my own. After I got these solid body mounts put together and finished up, I installed them on the truck and they worked out great. This was just a small project to start getting the cab ready for the internal cage, which is what you're going to see on the next episode. Thanks again for watching, and as always, stay reckless.